Hello, and it's time for part two. But before I start on this, I want to show you guys something. So, good morning, Janice. We have our cute little boxes done. We have our cover to make, but I want to show you this. I was watching Instagram, and so I have to tell you about these. Um, Hi, Brenda. I have to tell you about these. And Brenda, think I need to get with you. I think we left something off, but we'll do that after. Um, okay, you know how I said I needed to find something? Well, guess what, you guys? You're gonna want to run. But I have to tell you about the bottle. Whereas I still love these. But what I'm gonna show you will fit this. And so here's your size difference. The thing is, art glitter glue bottles are white. This is actually clear because I'm going to show it to you. These are at Hobby Lobby. Okay, you're gonna die. That's all I can say. I don't. You still are gonna want these. So we still want to support the art glitter glue, but we are supporting them by filling these with our art glitter glue. These are so much easier to handle. So you get from Hobby Lobby for $2.29 over in the paint section. So you have to go into the paint section, and it's in our store where the spray paints are and where the just other little paints. Okay, they're hanging up. $2.29, and you get 3 bottles with these caps. And look at, you get a little thingy, but these are pretty much the same opening as those. And so you don't have a pin, but you do have a cap, which is really nice if it goes back on. Oh, goodness. Okay, but you get 3 of these in a bottle. Now, they are blank. Well, Janice, I will get them for you and send them to you. You know this, you guys. I will. In fact, I'm going to order in a whole bunch. And if you need something like this sent with your order, I don't mind doing it. If it's with your order, and I will see what we can get in. But also, you're going to just die at this. You guys, it's $1.99. Do you see that? $1.99. Oh, Janice, that's a fabulous. If you have the paper pantry, girls, I can pop these in your box for you, and then we'll just invoice you. You get one of these caps, and it's the fine line writing cap, $1.99. It is absolutely, it's working beautifully. Sandy, Hobby Lobby. Now, one thing I did notice that I like so much better. $1.99. I'm telling you. Look how much longer. So let's do some comparison here. Look how much longer this is. Which I think is a good thing because it's keeping the clogging from happening. And then look at this. This is stronger. It feels much stronger to me. It is stronger. Sandy, yes, then you need to hit the Hobby Lobbies. $1.99 for this lid, okay? $1.99. And so also, it just seems to have a better fit. But you can tell that they're almost identical. It will fit all your bottles. And this is $1.99. Okay. Now, one thing though, when you use these, so I've been using it, love it because it's not hard for the hand to do. And I'm sorry, I don't like any of those glue guns. A lot of you do, but they leak, and I like the simplest. So you could definitely cover this, but you'll want to keep it maybe in your cupboard or drawer because art glitter glue, I was told, light really isn't its friend. And so do put it in your drawer. But now you can have a little tiny one. And yes, let me show you this. You're going to love this. I still love the little tiny one because I carry it back and forth with me to the store. But watch this. Oh, this one won't fit. I take that back. But it does fit. Hold on. Yeah, I did have it on this one. It will not fit. Yes, these are in the paint. It fits. Are you guys ready for that? It fits. So in your paint aisle, go down where your spray paints, and you're going to see some bottles hanging with the there was something else, and they were the wrong ones. You want the paint. You want the paint ones. Okay, and this is still very nice. I do like this, and this is really awesome to travel with. Okay, I brought some of those in, and I tried them before I sold them, and I sent them all back. I will not. Plus, they were hard to keep in stock. I will not use it. My glue was leaking all over, and it's not easy to fill that Nouveau. You have to use that bottle, and let me tell you, I can't even get Nouveau products in right now because they come from China. But $2.29. $1.99. Okay, just go buy them all off the shelf. You'll want them. What a fabulous thing to have. Like I said, I'm going to bring them in so that for those that you don't travel, I'll pay full price, and that's just what I'll charge you guys. So we'll also pop some in your paper pantry boxes, filling Nouveau bottles. And you know what? I think there was a little bit of a problem, Brenda, with Nouveau. I don't think there was an actual full contract. I don't want to speak out of place because I could be. But you can't really buy the empty bottles. So we're going to use this. You're going to see me using it. It works great. I absolutely love it. So I'm pretty excited. Okay, well, let's get started. Now I'm going to go ahead and post the measurements again. I did put them up on Tuesday when we did the tutorial. So sorry. And what happens is it kind of squishes my fractions together. But for our cover, and it is little, it's so cute. How many of you made your boxes to go in your album? Did anybody? Okay, we have two pieces that are 5 by 6 1/4. Now, because we have so many pieces, I have already put the score tape on. So I'm not doing that on camera because it's going to take a bit. Then I have a 3-inch by 6 1/4. Hello, yes, happy Friday. 3 by 6 1/4. That's going to be my fold over flap right here. Oh, wait a minute. Did I go too big on my flap? Let me do a measurement. It's okay if I did. We'll just cut it down, but it's 3. I think I cut that too big. I got to get a small ruler. And I was in Hobby Lobby. I should have grabbed it when I got the glue bottles. Oh, I need to just cut that down. Take an inch off. So a 3 by 6 1/4, 2 5 by 6 1/4, and these are our spines. Let me measure this. 2 5/8. Perfect. Okay. You can't use straight pins, Sandy. You have to use stainless steel because the others will rust and turn your glue. These are, I didn't check. Thanks for telling me that. These are stainless steel tips right here. Stainless steel. This is stainless steel, so it will not rust your glue. Okay, let me cut this down. Oh. Smart Ellie. Not you guys. Yeah. Hubby thinks he's so funny. Okay. Oh, you can't beat the price. And when you can spend less on supplies like that, then you can enjoy more things like your papers. Okay, we got those measurements. Chipboard sizes are up on the camera screen there. I will leave them up for a few minutes, but I did pre-cut the paper that we're going to wrap with because, again, they have these, Janice, or just the stainless steel pins. All right, we need 2 pieces of chipboard for our big pieces that are 7 by 8 1/4. You'll want 2 of these. I don't have those measurements up there, but they are 7 by 8 1/4. Linda, did you see the first part at what I got at Hobby Lobby? You're going to love it. Then we want 2 pieces. These are going to be for the spine. And we need them to be 3 inches wider. These are 5 5/8 by 8 1/4. No, yeah. Well, I cut mine a little short, and it'll be fine. 8 1/4. Then we need for our front cover that flap over this piece. This is going to be 5 inches by 6 1/4, 8 1/4. Now, since I already have it here, that's where I'm going to start. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my tools that I should have already grabbed. And I'm going to also, because this is the 100-pound, I'm going to do some light pre-scoring. I don't usually do this, but I have found on the green, it's going to work really well if you just do a score. For this one, we just need to go 1 inch all the way around. I am using my spacers, but wrapping with this green, because it's so heavy, can give you a little bit of cracking. So I will just be scoring these as I go. Okay? Because I do not want cracking on my cardstock. So if you enjoy using the 100-pound, sometimes we just got to do these little extra things, right? But I'm still using my spacer because I won't get it on straight for nothing. So this is for my 3-inch piece, and it's 5 inches. Hi, everyone. So there's going to be a run over at, how do you stop the cracking on the 100-pound? All you can do is gently work with it and score it like this. I didn't have any cracking scoring it like this when I wrapped it, because I thought, no, I'm not going to let the paper win. I'm going to wrap this because I love the color, and it does not come in 80-pound anymore, the vellum. And okay, there we go. And so we're going to help it along. I thought so too. It's so pretty with the colors. Excuse me. Here, I'll just mute so you don't have to hear me cough. Okay, this fold over piece, we just wrap all 4 sides. We don't have to have any wings. Sandy, me too. I love green. Green and blue and pink. All right. If you've wrapped covers with me before, you know I cut out these corners. I will go look. I can't remember. I always forget when you guys ask. Hi, Judy. So the invoice was sent. Let me pull this up for you, and we'll find out. This one is it's the vellum moss, and it is 100 pounds. So it's moss. I will remember that now. Oh, I hope he shut the back door, so she doesn't go out there screaming at our neighbors. Oh, okay. Well, I'll check that after, but don't think we are. Okay, let's give our new tip a try here. See how much longer it is? I just love that. Homer. Now she's going to get everybody upset. Even my cloths are green. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll mute here if they come back barking. Okay, Judy, it's at the first of the video, so you can kind of rewind. They're at Hobby Lobby in the paint section for $1.99. Okay, go over to the paint section. I just went through and I showed the bottle and I showed the tip that Hobby Lobby has, and the tip is much longer, $1.99, you guys, $1.99. So you've got to go to Hobby Lobby because look at this. I think the longer tip, this thingy, has a lot to do with how well it's working. And you might as well just buy them all because you're going to want them for $1.99. Whoops, sorry. Okay, no cracking when you do that. I'm very happy with using it. Okay, my next piece, I'm going to go ahead and do my big ones. So I'm going to do the same thing with these. I'm not scoring it super hard, by the way. I'm just going to break those fibers. Yes, you do, Sheila. I was so excited. Oh, wait a minute. That's my 5 5/8. Okay, so I need 1.5. Not 1. So it looks like I'm going to do the spines next. It's not my big pieces. So these are going to be our spine pieces. And I have 1.5 inches on each side for that. 1 inch at the top and 1 inch at the bottom. Okay, let me just do both of those pieces since we've got both spines. Well, hello, Miss Lila. That's my granddaughter. Oh, and my grandson. It looks like they're out of school. Why aren't you guys playing outside? Are you having fun? Oops, I forgot. I did this one a little bit short. So mom's home while dad works with all 5 kids. So please pray for her. She's a trooper. So kids, be nice to mom. Yeah, they found my channel. And so now, okay, I know you will. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Mine's off a little bit at the bottom. Yes, she's a busy mom because one of them's the baby. And if you just popped on, I'm only scoring this because it's the 100-pound. And it seems to do so much better. It's the 100-pound moss green, but it's so pretty. And it really does work well with our boxes and the covers. Okay, so now we have our nice wings on the side. And, oh, I'm just going to cut this halfway. I don't cut out the whole corner. If you did, it's still okay. But I just take out half. Because we're going to cut, we want it to cover the edges of our chipboard. Okay, so that's it for right now. And we're going to go ahead and glue down the top and the bottom. Oh, how is your arm doing, Mr. Aiden? Yeah, he broke his wrist yesterday. I forgot. So that they kicked off summer with a broken bone and didn't get it over with. You always have to have one broken bone, right, in the summer? Unfortunately, someone always does. Okay, then just push along the edge of your chipboard so it covers it very nicely. And then we want to do this side. No, they will not, Sheila. We tried them. They're too big. Okay, I'm going to let that one dry and let's do our second hinge because we've got 2 of them. Put that one away. Jen, I did, and the bottles, you get 3 of them. They're $2.29, but they are clear. These ones, $2.29, 3 of them. Cute cat. So your art glitter glue will be exposed to more light. So I would definitely put it, you know, like in your drawer or somewhere when you're done, because you don't really want it exposed to the light. But you cannot beat that price, let me tell you. The bottles will fit your big art glitter glue though. But I just use my 8 ounces and fill my small ones. Okay. And I love the vellum. It starts to kind of wrinkle like leather. So if that bothers you, but you won't see it, it just kind of softens, especially scoring it. And that's what we want, so we can wrap this without any cracking. And then, of course, the glue helps to soften it. And the only reason I'm using the 100-pound is because I love the green. No, not with my 16 ounce. I mean, my 8 ounce or 16 ounce. Well, the art glitter glue bottles, though, Diane, these are white. They're already protected. It's when we put them in, like this bottle from Hobby Lobby, it's clear. That's just what I've been told in the past on the art glitter glue about the light and why they have it in white bottles. You could definitely put a sticker on there. But I do like the tip because I'm using too much glue otherwise. And I don't know if you can see, I was writing with, that's the art glitter glue when it dries, so you could put glitter on there. But you know, you could also write with your art glitter glue and it will dry like that. And it looks like glossy accents. Isn't that pretty? So look how fine I wrote with it. I just wrote tutorial. And so in the art glitter glue, look at, it's like glossy accents. I did not realize that because usually it's underneath here. We don't see it. So I just found out I'm going to be using art glitter glue some more other ways. Crazy the things we learn when we just play around, huh? It does flow better. All right, let's angle those edges. I just put my scissors against the chipboard and turn in, and it'll give you the angle you need. And then your chipboard stays covered. Find one. and spine 2. So you could take this, write something really pretty, let it dry, and it's going to be kind of clear like that, or just write with it and then sprinkle your glitter on top. That's what art glitter glue is made for, to be clear so your glitter would show through. So I guess it's time to get back to using glitter, isn't it? Okay, so these are my 5 by 8 1/4. So I'm just going to do a 1-inch score on both pieces on all 4 sides. There it is. Mine do that all the time. Okay, so I went around 1 inch for my chipboard pieces for the cover. And you have 2 that are 5 by 6 1/4. Because with this, you want your boxes to be at the bottom like that. Oh, in front of me. Sheila, yeah, I think they will, yes. Because you're going to do all that matting. I think you'll be fine with the 80 pound. Because you're going to mat, you'll be fine. Yes, the sticky sheets just make it go by so much faster. Okay. Of the sheets? Oh, I sell them. They're score tape sheets online at countrycraftcreations.com. Everything I use, I sell. I don't use everything. I mean, I don't usually make tutorials with stuff that you cannot get. We've got the chipboard, and I'll tell you what, I love the 11 by, we've got the 11 by 17 inch pieces, because you'll make this whole cover out of one piece of chipboard if you get the 11 by 17. Otherwise, you'll have to cut into 2 of your 12 by 12s. And your 11 by 17, I use that more than anything because, and it's, I think it's a 50 cents more because it's bigger. It's 11 by 17, and you can get your whole album cover. So you guys, if you haven't checked out our 11 by 17 size of chipboard, you're going to want to, because less waste. You won't have a bunch of little pieces. Because I used basically the whole thing except for a little square and a strip with this. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and do both. All right, let's cut out our squares. Angle your edges. You know, I pull it away a little so I don't cut into this one. Hi, Bobby. How's your knee? How are you doing? Oh, yeah. I'm thinking about you during that pain because I understand. That's why I will not have my other knee done. Whoops, I forgot. Well, I hope that you can get that pain gone soon. Okay, my last side. Are the links showing? Are the links showing for what, Jen? Okay, we have our covers. And our spines. And then our little flap that folds over. And we're going to start with our covers and one hinge piece. Oh, no, I don't see any that come up. Thank you for doing that. Okay, for this too, I do like to use score tape. I learned that from Tiffany when we were on our crafting cruise, and I really like how it works. It just makes it so much faster. Okay, once again, I'm going to bend this backwards. I just realized I didn't do that before. I like to bend it backwards. Oh, and well, I didn't do it before because that's right. We have that extra bulk here, especially with the 100-pound. I like to do it both ways. And you know what? I should have put the links in when I started, and I didn't. I will add those when we're done. Okay, I'm going to fold it back in. Just work them a little bit here so that... Oh! Let's see if I can make her a moderator on my channel. Let's see. It says I can put her... It says put user in timeout. Delete or ban user. We don't want to do that. Oh, that's funny. Okay. I will remember to go ahead and add that to the video when we're done. That's funny. Put user in timeout. So about 1/8 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch from the top. You don't want it to go right to the top. I'm just going to add a strip of score tape. You know, it can be any size. And you don't have to use it at all. But in the past, I was using my clothespins to hold this. Now I don't have to. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is grab a cover, bare chipboard to bare chipboard. I'm just going to do a dry fit. I don't know. I can't change anything now if there's a problem, but I always do a dry fit. Yeah, I didn't know that either, Jen. And I don't know how to do that one. Okay, let's add our score tape. Not our score tape, our glitter glue below the score tape. Then I just do a line in the middle of my score tape. Then before I squish it down, I just open it to check that things are where they're supposed to be. And then let's burnish the inside, pushing our chipboard down. I'm just going to put you on hold for just a moment and keep working. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. No, it doesn't, but no, I can see your comments, Jen. But let me get oh, you know what? Here, let me see something. Participants. I might be able to do it on the YouTube side, Jen. Add as moderator. Okay. Moderates can manage. And also, okay. Now go ahead and try it, Jen. It says you are a managing moderator. So that means you can take control of the people. And now it should let you. But you know what? I don't think Tiffany's a moderator, and it lets her post, so that is really odd. But it should absolutely let you now. Okay. Okay. There we go. Yes, your comment now showed up on YouTube. Thank you. I always push my chipboard down so it's flush. Okay. Now we need to add our second hinge to this end. So we have our 5 by 6 1/4, our hinge piece 5 by 6 1/4, and now we'll have another hinge piece. I just do that to smooth out those wrinkles. Okay, so once again, we're going to add the score tape. Don't be in a hurry when it comes to your hinges because you want to make sure the wings are flexible before you put it in your book. You'll be happy you did. So again, we have cover, hinge, cover, hinge. way. Oh, smash it down. Well, before we smash it down, let's make sure it's stuck. Because I can pull that off real fast if I need to. Okay. Now, right here is where our 3-inch piece, this is going to be the fold over. This is where it goes on the front. Well, so far, Jen, and I'm leaving this is the first time I used it. I just got them last night. I saw a Instagram and I'm like, what? Wait a minute. But she's using hers with something like not a puff paint. She was using it with something else. And I'm like, wait a minute. Those look like our glue. I mean, our art glitter glue bottles, but bigger, and the tips that we can't get anymore. And I ran right to Hobby Lobby. I'm like, it's wonderful. So far, it's wonderful. Right now, it's more wonderful than anything else I got. And for $1.99, you can actually afford to replace it. It still has the same innards, kind of, as if you have the blue one like I have that you can't get anymore. But the nozzle's longer, so I'm thinking that's helping with the clogging. Tiffany, get your little behind Hobby Lobby. You probably already have, though, haven't you? Have you seen what I got in the paint department? Refillable paint bottles. They call them writer bottles. You can write with your paint for $2.29. Tiffany, $1.99. $1.99. Paint department. Did you get some last night? Well, you're probably going back today. Okay, now here's our fold over. So we're going to get our paper on the inside. If you're going to do the ribbon where I punch the holes, this time I've got Charlotte's Lace, because it really does soften up, and I'm actually going to wad it a little bit because it will soften. I'm going to use the Charlotte's Lace this time because I really like lace with this collection, and I wanted to, you can soften it up and it still looks really nice, but it will soften because it has a starch to it. Or you can use any ribbon, so you won't need a magnet if you're going to tie it. And or you can use 2 magnets, whichever you choose. So now we want to go ahead and cover our spine. And I like to measure. I like to do it in 2 pieces. It's just easier to handle. I like to go a 1/2 inch beyond where this stops. So I need 2 6.5 by 6 1/4 inch pieces, and then I'll trim it. Okay, so let me get. Oh, but you know what? I think I did on this one. Hold on, because I didn't want to use 2 pieces of paper. I did do 6. No, I did not. I actually went shorter. Sorry. I came in 1/8 of an inch, and I'm going to do 5 inches. Otherwise, we have to use a second sheet, and I don't want to use a second sheet. Oh, I lost my little ruler. Hobby Lobby, okay. It's a quilting ruler. I love quilting rulers for crafting, so I need to get my small one. I get it at Hobby Lobby, by the way, because I've tried the Fiskars. I have the Fiskars. I used to sell the Fiskars. They're the centering rulers, and I have too much trouble reading them. So look at the difference. Okay, well, this is the Fiskars too, but you can get it at Hobby Lobby. And the 1/8 of an inch are next to impossible to read compared to this. And that's why I go to the quilting department. Okay, I cut it at 6 1/4, and then I'm going to cut, actually, let's just cut it in half at, oh, we can't. We'll have too much bulk. Let's just go with our 5 like we talked about. Oh my gosh, I can just see it now. All the women are running out to Hobby Lobby as the doors are slamming and the husbands are like, where are you going? And they're all screaming, I can't tell you. I'll be back. Okay. I do too, but oh, they're in the paint department. Go over to the paint department where the where your spray cans of paint and things are. Go to the spray cans of paint, and they should be hanging up. And if not, I'm ordering a bunch in, and they'll be the same price because I want you guys to be able to have them. But they're over in the paint department. They are the Crafters Collection. And they're the fine line writer's tip. And they're over in the paint. They're made for paint bottles, but they're working really well with the glue. Put that on there. Okay. Just remember where you put your paper down, so go slow. She's already in Hobby Lobby. Yep, I think she was already driving there, and her car just made a U-turn. Okay. Oh, yeah, road trip. Absolutely. Now you have a reason to go, Diane, or let me know. Paper pantry box, we'll pop them in there. Okay, so this is 6 1/4. I knew I needed to cut it off a little bit, and I do that so I don't, if I'm cutting with my blade, I don't mess up the paper, and then I can just trim it. So I'm going to lay it down, and it's definitely still too long. I want it to be about 6 1/8. And that one's a little short. That's okay. It's not too short. I cut that side. Okay, let's go a little bit more. It's got to be hair shorter. I don't know how on earth. But the only thing about this is it's hard to see those 1/4 inch and 1/8 at that 6 where the joint is. Drives me crazy. Okay, so now this will sit on the inside here, these spine pieces. If it sits here, you've got some extra bulk you don't want. Okay, now if you're nervous, just take off a corner. Or I just take off this top piece. So if you're not used to using your score tape sheets, then you can lay it down. Just like wallpaper. Okay. Oh, let's see. Oh, no, we don't need a piece for here. I don't know what I was thinking there for a moment. So this guy's a hair short, but it's not going to really affect anything because I'll cover it with paper. Okay, make sure it's all down. Put that away before I get myself stabbed. Okay. Okay. Now, this is where you'll put your magnet down, or if you did it before. And we will punch a hole. I punched it through both, but we have to do that after we get our pattern paper on. So let's go ahead and cut all of our pattern paper. For this, I'm going to use the baby blue for my stash. We also have it at the store. And then I'm going to want, so this is actually what I have left over from our paper pantry. When I made the boxes, that was from the first one. So we had quite a bit left over. And let's see. I believe I used but I may have used the 8x8. Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm just going to take him out. That's the only thing. And you can put brads. You do need the longer brads, but you do have to thread it. I don't know if I have the house left from this one. I don't think I do. This is the baby blue, but I have this one. And then I'm not using, because you guys didn't have, there it is. You didn't have that. That was a, because the paper pantry gets extra papers that aren't in the actual collection. So I'm going to start here with this one. And then I'll mat it on the blue and then the green. It looks so pretty together. Okay, so I'm going to get my blue. We have two blues. One's 100 pounds. This is the artisan linen. Our cover is 5 by 6 1/4. So I'll cut this at 4 7/8. Actually, I'm going to cut the length first. And I need to cut it like 6 1/8. Cutter, that's close. Check my length. And then we're going to want 4 because we have inside and outside. So there's, and I do double mat the inside and outside. So there's 2. We're just going to cut them all now. So let me cut this one at 6 1/8. So hard to read. Oh, you can, Bobby, you should be able to tell if you have them both. 100 pound is significantly heavier, especially when you go with against the grain there. And oh, the 65 pounds only comes 8 1/2 by 11. Okay. Okay. Just need to check with the warehouse. Hold on. She's messaging. Okay. So let's cut another one at 4 7/8 because we need 4 by 6 1/8. Okay. And 3 inch. Okay, these guys aren't going to be long enough. It's the problem. So we need 2 for our 3 inch piece. Okay. So 6 1/8 by 2 7/8. One for the inside and one for the outside. Then we have 4 spine pieces. This is the artisan linen baby blue. Oh, I've had this one for years. Okay, these are going to be 6 1/8. Now these are going to be 2 5/8. Well, I go a hair short. Our hinge is 2 5/8, and so it's about the same width. I just take about a 1/16 inch off. So I go to the 2 5/8 and then just back it up a hair. And those will be our spine pieces. Now, for the inside, I'm going to start with my house because I wanted this on the big piece. So I need to cut it this way. And it is, okay, the big piece. We cut that at 4 7/8. So I'm going to cut this one at 4 5/8. Let me just remeasure real quick. Yep. Okay, that's going to go on the flat. So 4 5/8. So I have to cut this off here. And then we're going to cut it. Our length. No, it's 80 pounds. It's the 85 pound. So on this one, I just went a hair over 6. So that does get cut off. And no, we have the linen. Okay, that's perfect. So there's the first one. Let me see, Jen. There is an Arctic, the blue that's 100 pound. Now this is the 85 pound linen baby blue. Let me see if this will go in the chat. Okay, it looks different color in the picture. You just can't help that. Okay, so this is going to be, or whatever you're choosing, I'm using this piece here. And it'll be the same length as that first cover, and then it's going to be 2 5/8. And we need a piece for the inside also. So I wanted to have mostly the basket. So you can cut off the table, whichever you choose, or whatever you're using. But I'm just going to go ahead and keep the more of the table. And then I cut off the floral. Again, it's just a hair over 6. And that will go on our 2 7/8. And sometimes I just have to adjust my length a little. I think it was Linda. She used blue, and oh my gosh, it was so pretty. Okay, but we need a piece for the inside. So that is that 8 by 8 that I just used. Move that. So for the inside, again, I'm just using what we had left from our paper pantry. And if you haven't signed up for the July paper pantry, you're going to want to. It's so cute. And I mean, we made 2 projects, and then I'm making this project. So you get you get the paper before anybody else. You get it a month before. Okay, so this one is going to be the 2 3/8. You get it a month before everybody else gets the paper. I think I cut this one a little bit short on the sides. I did. I hate not having my little ruler. Because I cut it 2 3/8 instead of 2 5/8. Should be 2 5/8, the same as the front. Yes, it is 2 5/8. Okay, that one's done. Now we've got to do both our spine pieces. And I just used some scraps again. Okay, we've already cut the blue, so let's cut the white. I mean, not the white. So I went 2 1/4. This time it's just a hair short of 6. Okay, let's see what I have. I pretty much used up all the scraps, so now I can just go ahead and use this guy. And because I can get this out of one strip, because I'm going to cut this 2 5/8 or 2 1/4. And then I went a hair short of 6. Okay, we're going to need 4. I did it on the inside and the outside, because I double matted everything. I thought, I've got the paper left, I might as well. Okay, that's great. So there's that one, and we'll cut 2 more for the other side at 2 1/4. And then it's hair of 6. I stopped. I wonder if Tiffany found those bottles. Okay, my spines are now ready, and my foldovers. So we have 3 more of the covers. Again, or my mouse. There we go. Again, oh, so for one of them, I just used this one. Again, hair short of 6. And 2 5/8, or excuse me, 4 5/8. Inside, I used, again, I used squiggles on that one and the same color here. So it will depend what you're using. Yes, I went dark, Janice. Oh, because this is not directional. So we're going to use this whole sheet here. Hair short of 6 and 4 5/8. Trying to not have waste. Okay. So those are cut. Now I need a squiggle. And I cleaned mine out. I cleaned mine pretty much out of. Hi, Nikki. Hope you are feeling better this morning. All right, no, it's evening for you. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We are ready, you guys, now to ink. Okay, let's make some room here. Move things up. I'm going to start here with my big pieces. We're going to get everything. Oh, you are good. Oh, Janice. Oh, you refreshed your page. Yeah, I hit the keyboard. And I have to tell you guys, right now over coffee, oh, I'm out. We have more coming. Let me straighten my camera. I have more coming. But I have the small ones. So I know some of you were looking for over coffee. I meant to fill this last night and let it soak in. So let me just kind of get some from the edge here. So I don't want it that dark. Oh, you just put it on there. It at first, see, it's going to be really dark. Her inks are really pigmented, so nice. But when you re-ink, yeah, there you go. You're going to have to take some of that off. I will take actually an old bone folder and kind of rub it in. And it is better if you do it the night before and let it soak. That one's been re-inked. Oh my gosh. At least 20 times. It's my go-to. See, this is actually about the color of the basket usually. Oh, mine too. Okay, let's get all of our small pieces. We'll get everything inked, everything glued and put down, and then put our pages in. There's not a lot of decorating to this little guy, unless you want to. Jen, you don't have these? I have these in the store. They're nouveaux. I'm probably saying that wrong. But again, they're ergonomically for your hands instead of that little handle. And I love their inks. I like the domes. I've been using the domed. You can get the domes and just the straight ones come, but they seem to last longer. They're a little bit different fibers than the other brand. Yes, storing them upside down also. Yes, I do store them upside down in my drawer. I have wax paper in my drawer just in case. Then I take my wax paper liners out. Just throw them in the garbage and make new ones. And I love it because Janice and you guys always say what I forget to tell you. And those are important things. Okay, so it doesn't matter. We're just going to start with one and start putting the matting on. I think I was supposed to use the other side, but it doesn't matter with this paper. Yeah, I was. It's okay. Yeah, make sure I use the correct side because I really like that. do love this tip, guys. Well, and I love it because I'm not getting so much glue, because you really can't use a lot of art glitter glue, but I have been, because I just did not like my tips. You know the problems I've had. And look, so far so good. And I haven't been putting my cap on, so knock on wood that it stays working this gloriously. And my cover piece. Okay. I could tell it's getting a little dried in there. Not much though. Okay, let's make sure get the right sizes. That's the cover. Okay, so I'll start with the one that's going to go on the fold over. This will be the front because it matches with the house. That was the other side. Has anyone heard from Tiffany, Jen? If she found them? Okay, the back. I guess I should have checked, but I think I already did check the fit. Oh, she might be. We might have to pop over and take a look, huh, guys? That is probably, yes, what she is doing. Oh, I love, yeah, she's fun to watch. Okay, let's pop on. Let's see if she's got a live going. She doesn't, guys. She doesn't. Well, the bottle still falls over, so. But that's just the user. Okay, these are all going to be the same. I'm just using the floral. Almost there. Wait a minute. One. We only have 2 spines. Did I cut 3? I don't know why. That's right. Okay. I just have an extra one. That'll make a great bookmark. I love bookmarks lately. Bookmarks and boxes. I don't know why. And I've been using the bookmarks. I've just been having them handy upstairs with my one cookbook I used. That was my mother's, and my books. Isn't that funny how we go through phases? I went through a huge, that's all I was making was boxes. And I think I'm back to it because all I want to do is make boxes. Things for boxes, things with boxes in them. Okay. Don't curl up on me. Oops. There we go. That's better. All right, let's grab our book. I'm just going to start with the outside. Oh, I know, me too, Bobby. I'm just loving it. Oh, let's start here. You know what I did, you guys? I am just totally an idiot. Oh my gosh, you're going to kill me. No, you're not. Okay, guess what? This was actually supposed to go on this piece that goes on the inside. And the same here. I don't know why I did that, because you can't see through the book. Okay, well, I'll put this on the outside. I'll make 2 more. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. It's so expected of me. Okay. You guys, you know how we cut 2? Yeah. Still need 2, but put 1 on this one. The same here. We should have cut 4 of these and 4 of those. But that's an easy fix. Okay, well, we'll just glue this one down. And it won't, I will not put my spine pieces on because it's the same thing. I need to make the 2 for the outside because we want to put our pages in. And that was my failure to pay attention today. More bookmarks, yes. And remember, this doesn't go on the back, you guys. Leave it blank, but I need to put this on the inside right now. So these are going to go on the inside and they will fit. And then you're going to have to make another one for the outside. Or if you haven't yet, just don't. Good thing it wasn't a lot of paper. So I do want to map the inside so that we can put the pages in, and then I can do the outside later. No, I just bought a different color. They have them in green. They have them in blue when I ordered. Same towels, same. I cut them as the orange ones. But I picked green this time. Yeah, I only buy them like once a year. Did I get that too close? I only buy about once a year. But they were finally, after washing and washing, just fraying and fraying. See, my originals were this color. Oh, me too, Jen. When I saw the green, that was it. Do you need, you know what? My serger's like 20 years old. And so, you know what, Jen? I just may send them to, I mean, not Jen, sorry, Jan. Oh my gosh. You know what, guys? Let me not even talk because my brain, Janice. You guys all have J names. Jen, Jan, and Jim. I could just have some come to you from Amazon and then give you a shipping label to send them back. No, my serger is 23 or 24 years old. I mean, it still would work if I'd get it out of the closet. But it's not a super nice one like yours. Okay. So that's what the outside will also look like. Just do not, I need to cut this. Do not mat both sides like I did. It should be like this. Good Lord. So this one will go here. This one will go here. And let's see. I think I'll put that one there. No, we'll put that on the inside. This one will go here. Remember, the only thing with the smaller tip, your glue does dry a little bit faster because it's a small amount. So pop it down there quick. Get those edges down. Okay, this one here, this one here, and then I'll have to make one for here. Oh, you know, I have to make that so that we can punch the hole. Oh, that's already down. Why am I trying to take it up? Oh, we got ink on the back. That's interesting. Okay, I do have to make that one so we can punch our holes. The right length, I just need to cut it to 2 5/8. Wow. Did I already cut one for that again? I may have. Okay. Just call me senile. No, talking too much. Okay. Then we can punch our holes. And I'll be honest with you, you do need like a crocodile, something you can get through. Or if you have a special tool, anything like that. Okay, so okay, here's how this looks. I'm going to punch the hole here first on the flap because it'll be easier to mark, and it's 3 inches, so I went about 7/8 of an inch. I'll show you, and then I went I went 3/4 of an inch from here. Let me show you. Pencil. Okay, so from this edge, the nice thing with quilting rulers, which Janice knows this too, you've got 1/2 inch marks. There's a 1/2 inch, there's a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and 3/4. So you can actually just lay this up and move it over. It's really nice to be able to use. But this one's just too big. So I'm going to go 3/4 of an inch from the side, and I've decided I'm just going to go 3/4 from the top to make it simple, and that's where that's at. So 3/4 from the top of the chipboard and 3/4 from there will be where my hole is. And then also, like I said, if you have a brad, I know they make, I've had trouble finding them. They do make them they have the longer shaft, because they're pretty tight in here. I tried one, and so if you want to have a brad, then you'll need to get some longer ones, and I don't know where to get those even for my store. I ordered some in once from Tim Holtz, and they were no longer than the others. Okay. My album's kind of long here, and I need to see where my hole is. All right, let's go straight. And a brad would definitely look better, but it's covered with our ribbon, so you're okay. Okay, let's put these together. Draw out that circle. Then I want to go ahead, like I said, this is the Charlotte's lace. I want to go ahead and get it in there now because with our booklets, it'll be a little harder. I definitely don't need all that. And I chose the lace too because I just really like it with this. But it also, it doesn't fray at the bottom. And I even use the cigarette lighter, whoops, on the other one. On the satin. Now you could also tear strips of fabric, be super cute. Okay. And this Charlotte's ribbon, Charlotte's lace, I just love how it softens. Looks super cute. Okay, so I am going to leave some tails to mine. That's your closure. Like I said, there's a little manual labor to it. Whereas magnets are automatic shuts, right? But I do want to leave that back piece in. Okay. Now, I didn't create any pockets or anything for the inside, but I am going to. I'm going to have a little pocket here. So it'll be just a standard pocket and probably just a photo mat here. Like with my leftover, I'll cut these down and then put white. So that'll be for a photo. You can, I won't do that one on camera. That you can do, or you can leave it. It's just fine left also. And so we're going to go ahead and grab our books. Not our books, but our boxes. And then just go ahead and put them in the order that you want. And that makes sense here. I just put this, we're outside. We're walking up the garden path. And then it's time to plant the plants, right? So you can do it so it tells a little story, or just put them down. And I'm going to kind of follow. I'm going to start. The lemonade will be my first. This will be my middle. So we're going to start here. Now what I did, this matting, I don't know. Okay. Just so you can see how they'll they need room because they're boxes. They're going to need room to move. They still don't lay flat. There's no way for them to lay flat. Okay. But you want to also start your box. Let's see here. We are going to start our box at this matting. And here's the thing. I want you to fold this flap over. Okay. This part does not get glued down. But that becomes the gusset. So fold that over, and I just want you to lay your box on top of your matting, and it should fit almost perfect. Next one, same thing. I want you to fold that over. We're going to go over this again. Fold the hinge over, and that's going to sit on top. Okay. Right now we need to do this to make sure we have it in the right placement. It will, the box, this matted piece, no glue, nothing. It sits on top of there. Now, when it ends, see the last green should just match or just barely overlap barely overlap your matting. Okay, it should stay within the matting, but it, like mine's overlapping just probably a 32nd of an inch. Okay, now I'm going to go slow with you. Again, this outside edge, I want to make sure I'm right up to it. I'm going to turn my box over. The back side is where I want to add my glue. And these, we're not going to angle these. These are the sides we left square. So add your adhesive. Then I want you to fold this over. Okay. So our box with the matting will sit, and it will sit on top of our pattern paper. And the reason that pattern paper is there is so we can use it as our marking. Okay, mine's going over just a hair. I don't want that. It was too long. I need to pay attention here. Okay. So I'm going to match it to the matting. Just like that. And just hold it. Okay, I want to hold this for a minute. Okay, when you lay it down, see, it looks like a hinge. Okay, now we want to do the same thing with our middle. No, that's my first box. My middle box is going to be this guy. So I'm going to fold this over, and mine's a little bit tight there because I sent my box up there a little bit, and that's okay. Just kind of burnish that back down. See, mine's kind of tight there, and it's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. I'm going to hold that with my thumb. Do some dry runs first. Get comfortable, because now we're going to lift our box up. We have to lift the box up because that's our spacer. And I'm going to place my box just even with that box. Whoops. There's my gusset. Now, this will not lay flat. The only way we could have done that was to make this bigger, and it would have been huge. Okay, we'll leave that there. Okay, third box, same thing. Fold over. Just make sure that's been burnished well. Okay. Pick up your boxes. And get glue all over your fingers, because you will. Oops. Now, you can put a piece of decorative cardstock on here if you want. It's 3/8 of an inch, so I just cut it at 1/4 of an inch. And then the same length as your box. If you don't want the green, but I was fine. And there you go. Also, wouldn't this be fun to make one with trip paper and you're going on a trip and you could use the boxes for ticket stubs, just fun things like that. So again, if you want, you can cover these with 1/4 of an inch. No, yeah, 1/4 of an inch. And then I can't remember what sizes our boxes. Measure your box. I would do it the same length, like this one. Okay. Then you've got that. See, I'm just going to leave that on that one because that's so pretty. Here, I'll put my picture spot. If you have any leftover ephemera, you can definitely add that. Be super cute. Let's see what I have left. Tell you what, putting this together was a lot less stressful than figuring out to do the tutorial with you guys. I was like, I ain't gonna do it. I can't get it figured out. Okay, so if you have the paper pantry, you had pre-cut chipboard. Oh, and more of these are being cut. So anyway, you had ephemera that just was not in your regular kit, and it was pre-cut for us. And oh, that was our cute. I had a steeple because I didn't use that. Or you've got this. Oh, see how cute that was. Pretty cute. Definitely put something in there. I can't remember what all I had. The bows, the lanterns. So if you want to do some decorating, photo mat, add a bow up on. Oh, that'd be cute. Yeah, we got to add a photo mat. So you can add anything you want to your little spots or with whatever paper collection you're using. This is just a super cute gift also. Super cute. Okay, now let's just close it up. Yeah, need something to do your poking with. Go under. There we go. That looks nicer. Hang some charms, but it just, I'm so happy with how it turned out. Okay, and Diane, thank you for encouraging me because it was you who said, do you got anything planned for next week? And I said no, because I was mad at this box. But I'm glad that I dived in and decided, because I had one of our little customers say, well, I just don't have anything to make this week because you're not doing anything. And I'm like, oh, make me feel terrible. No, I didn't feel terrible because, you know, when you're home and you're wanting to do something, I totally understand. I love the lace, but I did love the satin too. So there is our cute little project. And I hope you guys have fun making this. Be sure to show us over on Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations because we love to see all your finished projects. Pretty much like the first one. Fun gifts, fun to just use as mementos, even for a bridal shower would be darling. Just absolutely cute to put her mementos in. Okay, guys, well, we're done. That wasn't too bad for all that. Oh, hi. Oh, Luann, awesome. Thank you. I love it too. You know what? Get our pet paper, Forever Friends. Now, how cute would this be to make for somebody with a new puppy? To put all the puppy stuff in. How cute would that be? A lot of ideas just come to my mind as I'm making stuff. So thanks, guys, for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. And I know I'll see you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.